I was scrolling through my phone when the first hint of unease hit me. A missed call from Lily, my wife. I frowned. It wasn't unusual for her to be busy, but something in my gut whispered at this time. It wasn't just work. By the time I saw the third missed call, my heartbeat was already speeding up, a rhythm of unease I couldn't shake. The office party was supposed to be a simple thing, a celebration of another quarter close, laughter, clinking glasses, the usual forced camaraderie. I tried to convince myself it was nothing. She's just busy, I told myself, but the pit in my stomach wouldn't let me. She finally walked through the door, dressed in that silk blouse I loved, hair curled just so, with a smile that should have made my heart lift. But it didn't. There was something in her eyes that didn't reach me. A subtle distraction, a fleeting glance at her phone, she quickly hid. My hand itched to grab it, to see what she was hiding, but I stopped myself. I wanted to believe. At the party, the humiliation began quietly. A colleague, someone I had always considered a friend, leaned too close, whispered something sarcastic about my tie, my laugh, my standing at the office. Others joined in, and suddenly I felt invisible, mocked, out of place. I forced smiles, laughed when they did, but the laughter tasted bitter. And through it all, I felt Lily's absence. She was there, physically, smiling and chatting, but something was off. Her laughter was too loud, too rehearsed. Her gaze found someone else too often. I tried to push it down, tried to chalk it up to nerves or office dynamics, but the gnawing doubt clawed at me. The first text came late that night, the kind of message that makes your chest tighten before you even read it. It wasn't meant for me, I realized immediately. A simple, flirty line to someone else, sent from her account, clearly hidden from me. My hands shook. My mind raced. I wanted to scream, to demand answers, but I felt frozen, paralyzed by disbelief. I started noticing things I had once ignored. Missed calls, the way she would step out to take work calls, but return flushed, distracted, evasive. I replayed our conversations in my head, every word suddenly heavy with double meaning, every affectionate glance now suspect. Memories that used to make me smile, our late-night talks, the way she would rest her head on my shoulder, now felt like illusions, carefully constructed lies. The breaking point came with a message I shouldn't have seen. She had left her phone on the counter while I poured a drink, and one notification flashed before she could grab it. A conversation with a name I didn't recognize. Words that tore me open. Laughing emojis, plans to meet, secrets kept behind my back. Betrayal, distilled into pixels, cold and undeniable. I confronted her later that night, in the quiet of our bedroom. My voice was low, shaking, a mix of anger, hurt, and disbelief. "Is it true?" I asked, the words heavy. She avoided my eyes, fiddled with the hem of her blouse, and for a moment, I saw something in her, a flicker of guilt, or maybe fear, or perhaps both. "Yes," she said finally, voice trembling. "I didn't mean for it to happen. I don't know what came over me." Her words weren't excuses. They were confessions fragile and broken. And I realized in that moment that love alone couldn't patch over what had been shattered. The days that followed were a haze. I remembered every touch, every laugh, every promise she had whispered in the quiet of our home. And I questioned myself endlessly. Had I missed the signs? Was I blind? Or had she always been careful, waiting for the perfect moment to betray? I decided I couldn't stay. Not because I didn't love her, not because I didn't want to forgive, but because self-respect matters. Because lingering love without trust is a wound that never heals. I packed my things slowly, methodically, each item a symbol of letting go. When I left, she tried to reach for my hand, but I stepped back. There was no rage, no dramatic shouting, just a quiet understanding that this was the only way to save myself. And as I walked away, I felt the first true breath of freedom in weeks, maybe months. Betrayal cuts deep, but it also teaches. I learned that love is precious, but respect is essential. That noticing the small signs, trusting your instincts, and valuing your own heart are not weaknesses. They are survival. I didn't need revenge, didn't need apologies. I needed to reclaim myself. And in that silence, as I closed the door behind me, I understood something vital. Endings hurt, but sometimes they're the beginning of a life where you are whole again.